friend Tom Jameson says first hour and a half you guys didn't miss a shot. So you're an optimist or practice that good?
No, we had a good practice, but I really analyzed because we had a little time. So I analyzed. We gave him an extra day off, to be honest with you, where we just met. And boy, you go back and look, and how bad did you play at Minnesota? Not bad, but you go 7-17 from the line. You're not going to win games in this league. And then the other night, we didn't play as well as we did up there, but you miss 4 layups and you go 7-14 from the line. With some front ends at 1-1. So, you wouldn't believe this, but every night before a game we shoot free throws, and we're at 90 as a team on a regular basis. Never been below 88. So, it's just one of those things. But today, I think maybe given 2 days off, it's been a brutal schedule, and there was some zip, and hopefully tomorrow there'll be more zip, and we'll be ready to play on Sunday.
You said for 100 years losses don't do you any good, but when you come off a loss, is practice any better because it draws their attention or not?
No, those are the old days. In all seriousness, what draws more attention is when you have an extra day. We looked at the entire film, and we haven't been able to do that, So we made the 1 day a film day, which they didn't have any practice, and the next day no practice. So that helped us. But it's a little different in that area. We got to, everybody's got to get better at that. But practice was good today because I think they saw what they did wrong. We're able to go over it thoroughly, and hopefully they'll adjust.
Next week for you guys, particularly with having spring, how critical does this get? Not just the game, but to get some of that work.
Well, not to be a complainer, but that's the weird part about our schedule. We haven't had many of those long weeks. A lot of people had them early when we were playing them, and then now we get one, but it's spring break. So what are we going to do all day? Sunday? I don't know. So it's you got from Sunday till Saturday, but it's our spring break, Sunday to Wednesday, but with our spring break. And then after that, we got the long one. So it's just a different timing, but I think it is critical because guys need to get better. We're trying to get Cooper more reps. We're trying to get Cohen more reps. We're trying to get Book more reps. And in all honesty, those guys have gotten better. All 3 of them have gotten better. And we spent a lot of time with Monty. No secret that he wasn't playing good, and he's been a little better. So who knows? He's still going to make free throws. He's still going to make layups.
Are they playing any differently since the coaching deal? Has that fizzled out a little bit with that sort of bump?
I don't think it fizzled out, but I don't think, on that given day they played well, and I don't think Purdue played very well. But I don't think their coach would say it. That'd be an insult to Chris. He's already been through enough, but they've got talent. They got a point guard, if you remember, kicked their butts last year. The kid from Minnesota is better than he was last year. Roddy is a better player than he was last year, and they were good last year. Some teams, I do mean this, we're judged on wins and losses, and rightfully so. But when you lose like they have a couple of times when they were 18 up and lose, well, that's terrible. But so they lose by 2. If they won by 2, we'd all think they're great. They're still the same team, and that's the problem with the whole league. There's a lot of really good teams, including us. We've lost some games close, and then you win them. Yeah, you're a better record, but you're not necessarily a better team or a worse team if you can play within the game. Stretches is always critical. How you play at the end of the year is always critical. Sometimes it's dictated by but in all honesty, we said right now we got to get playing better basketball, which means you got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to run, you got to shoot it better. We've shot okay. We haven't shot well from the line. You know, a team that shot 78 last year with one guy missing who didn't get that many free throws, and we're shooting 70, and it's hurt us. And it's not been from lack of working on that one. It's just sometimes in their heads, sometimes just missing shots. But it's critical at the end of the season. You always want to be playing your best basketball.